Welcome to the week of December 30th through January 5th. The astrology this week holds some pretty profound changes, pretty profound energy, but it doesn't happen until the end of the week. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Lisa Merrifield from Trails Edge Astrology, and my goal on this channel is to give grounded, practical astrological advice so you can do the work you need to do in the world. So the astrology at the beginning of the week, as I said, is kind of not insignificant, but slower. And then we really kind of hit the ground on Thursday, January 2nd, when Venus moves into Pisces. So Venus is exalted in Pisces, and both Saturn and Neptune are in Pisces right now. So Venus will have conversations with them, and will really be in a place where she is really happy and really can do some good and interesting work. It is also interesting with Venus moving into Pisces. Venus is about as far away from the sun as it ever gets. It only ever gets about 40 degrees from the sun, and right now the sun is in Capricorn and Venus is in Pisces, so two signs away. And this also means when Venus starts to get really far away from the sun, it also means that she is slowing down and about to go retrograde. So the retrograde doesn't start until March, but it will happen in Aries, and then Venus will go back into Pisces. So there is a chance that there may be some themes that start to show themselves, some things around money and relationships and values and beauty, and sensual pleasures that you might start to show up, and that might be asking for revision and reflection and reevaluation come March. So look for that. I don't know that it will happen, but it might. And so yeah, just take note of what happens around Thursday. And then of course through the time that Venus is in Pisces. All right, the second transit is probably one of the most significant transits, it's one of the most significant transit series that we have occurring at the moment. So Mars will oppose Pluto on Friday, January 3rd. Mars opposed Pluto for the first time right before the US election, so in November 3rd, I believe, was the first opposition. And interestingly, at that point, Mars and Pluto were in Cancer and Capricorn. So it was a little bit of a different story at that point, because now Mars is in Leo and Pluto is in Aquarius. So so I think there will be some kind of connection to that energy, but it'll be a little bit of a different story. And I'm curious about the shift. I know I'm not predicting anything necessarily. It is interesting that that is the day that the new representatives and senators will be seated. So, on the face of it, Leo is the ruler, looking across the room at the Aquarian collective. So there's that energy, in our own lives. Leo is our shining star, who we are as an individual, looking across to who we are as part of a larger group, as part of a collective. And so there's just that duality, and figuring out how to, sit in that energy that feels like sometimes it can't both be true. And sometimes with Pluto and Mars interactions, it does get heated. It's not, neither of those planets are calm. And so so I think really, like towards the end of the week, take care of yourself. Just be a little more introspective and reflective, and see what comes up for you. It's an interesting energy. It's certainly an energy that's pushing us into whatever it is we're bringing in. If you listen to my 2025 overview, you know that this is a year where we are moving into new territory in ways like that are unprecedented. So so yeah, just see what this shift brings. See what the end of the week brings for you, what it brings up for you, and maybe be willing to go a little deep to explore some of the themes. All right, then on Saturday, January 4th, the Sun will trine Saturn, and this is a nice and helpful energy, and so I'm hoping that it gives some support to that Mars-Pluto opposition. that it brings in some kind of like emotional intelligence to all of that. The sun is in practical and ambitious Capricorn, and Saturn is in deeply feeling and emotionally connected Pisces. Sextiles are friendly energy. So yeah, emotional intelligence is the kind of the words or the phrase that I'm thinking of for this aspect, and I think could just bring some calm to the Mars Pluto interaction. That's my hope, anyway. Um, you know, both um, Capricorn and Pisces are yin energies, or kind of that more receptive energy, and Aquarius and Leo are that more yang energy or more outgoing energy. So anyway, I think it's a supportive energy to this Mars Pluto interaction. Will it be enough to calm things down completely? I don't know, but we'll find out. So all in all, I think on Saturday and over the weekend, like your ability to align your will with the greater good is what's gonna get you through the day. All right, and that's the energy for this first week, last week in 2024, first week in 2025. Happy New Year, and I'll talk to you soon.